Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.corollaforsale.com.au. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a walkthrough of this 2005 model Toyota Corolla automatic sedan that I have for sale right here on my yard. Now, the first thing I want to tell you about this car is important. So if you've got two ears, do some double listening right about now, is that this car had an accident and look what happened. See that? If I get back on this angle, maybe that angle. So if I look on that angle, see if you follow that across, and it disappears in there behind my fingers. But if you see that dent there, if we come over this side, see how it's all straight? If you follow that along, there's no dent behind the fingers. So the other side's pushed in about that far. So as a result, there is a mark on the paperwork that says this car has had an accident. And there's the result of the accident right there. I think someone's done some insurance thingy on this, to be honest, because stand by and I'll tell you the rest of what we've done with this car and all the inspections we've done on it. And I'll tell you how it's been through them and how it's come up just beautiful. But besides that little mark over there, if you have a look down the side here, see how there's not one single dent. If you look across the front here, not a single stone chip. And besides that one down there, there's not a single dent. So I know this car's been kept well away from other cars in the car park so they didn't get any damage on their little baby. So if you have a look here too, I know it's a bit wet, but can you see how the tyres are wearing evenly across the surfaces? That tells me all the suspension, geometry, steering components and all that are doing exactly what they should. So let's go for a look inside. This car is cheap, it is cheerful, but it is reliable because it's a Toyota. Got the strong arm windy windows to pump the guns as you go. Look at the condition of these seats. Nothing to look at except it's just a Corolla. It's all good. The kilometres on there, as you can see, it's under, I haven't got my glasses, I can't read that, 190 something 6. Starts, runs, goes like a dream. Drives beautifully, does everything it's meant to do. It is automatic. Everything works like it should. Hear that? Everything works like it should. So the aircon's icy cold. The heater works just fine. That annoying beep won't stop fucking beeping unless you take the key out. And there you go, that stops the beep. But then I can't show you how the radio's looking the goods. Have you tried putting a key in a car left-handed if you're a right-hander? That's real tricky. There. So over here, we got the radio that booms. There's actually quite a lot of bass in this sound, which sounds pretty good. It's got all logbooks and all that sort of stuff in there. There we go, there's a good look around inside here. So I'll pop the boot when we go around the back, we can have a look. Or the trunk for our international friends. Have a look in the back there, so their seats are there, there's no tears or anything like that in them. They're all in good shape. Tyres are all in good shape, have a look. All you can see is a cake full of friggin' dirt. But anyway, just showing you in the boot there, could fit a couple of bodies, stuff in there if you want. It's the Corolla Ascent. It's got a mark on there. Don't know if that was already on it or not. Well, we didn't repair that. In fact, we didn't repair anything. It just had that dent over there. So that was already on it when it came in. So I don't know that that would have been part of the issue. I'll burr it to you too. And my dogs over here, they got those trucks next door, and those dogs get down there and they get the shits with those trucks, they do, and they jump up, down, bark and scream and carry on. Makes for some good entertainment, I think. So there's a condition inside there. So when the cars come into our yard, and this one included, there's another look at what's going on there. We put it through 5 levels of checks. It's actually 6, but we do a road test, yard test and a mechanical inspection. This one's passed through them all beautifully. We then put them up and we do a roadworthy inspection on them. This car's passed through all that beautifully. We then, when all the mechanical work and everything's finished, someone who hasn't driven it then drives it. That's what we call a QA, or quality assurance. He's acting as though he's a buyer and he's never actually been in the car. First time driving it, looking for issues. Car drives beautifully. You're not going to find anything in it where you go, ooh, it's got that thing, except for that dent over on that side that I've showed you, because it doesn't have that thing. It's just straight, neat, and it's all good. And then that's the 5 levels of inspection. The one I didn't say was the road, yeah I did say the roadworthy. Road test, yard test, mechanical inspection, roadworthy, and then the quality assurance. The sixth one is before the car goes out, because sometimes they might sit here for a couple of days or weeks or whatever. Before they go out, we'll do a check, make sure everything's working again like it should, and away you go. It's a lot of work to do to prepare vehicles, and I'm telling you, we are on dirt. And as much as I screw around in these videos and drop F-bombs and stuff like that, one thing I don't compromise on is the standard that the cars leave here at. They are all prepared to the same mechanical standard, whether they're a cheapie like this one, or whether they're a, you know, a $20,000 Beamer or whatever like that one. So they all get the same treatment. And so this one's passed all that, no problem. If they don't pass, they go to an auction. That's why you don't buy cars from auctions. So that's where blokes like me dump our shit. So, but this one's been through all of those checks, beautiful. Not going to find any issues with it because we've done all that work. But as you can see, we are on dirt. We don't have flags, we don't have concrete, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you. This is me pouncing on you. You can just press the piss right off button if you want. So, hello, are you still there? Good, well I mustn't be pouncing too hard then. So, I don't know, I just reckon I'm pretty funny. Where was I? Pouncing, not pouncing. No pouncing going on here, that's right. And so that's right, because we put all the work back into the car, I prepare them all to the same standard. I refuse to sell the cars in any lesser condition. So the way that works on the other side is if you go, "Oh, Dean, are you negotiable on the price?" I'll be like, "Yes, I am. But why would you want to pay more?" So I do that because the reality is I can't and won't take out what I put into them when they get prepared through here. And so I won't sell them at any lesser standard. So I'm not taking anything out, so I've got nowhere to move on the price. The price is already very competitive anyway, and it comes with all those extras which I'm about to tell you about in a sec, plus they've been prepared properly. Now I don't expect you to believe me, I'm just standing here flapping on. I expect you to go and have a look at our Facebook page and have a look at the reviews and see what the crowd say about working with us, and then you'll understand that I do prepare them properly. The cars, we have buyers come from way up north, up Townsville, Cairns, places like that, way out west to come here on the public transport to get their cars and drive them home. And so they don't write those good reviews if their cars don't make it home. So that's what I'm telling you, is that the cars are prepared to a very high standard. So the other thing too is that the gates are normally closed. Mechanic just went out for lunch, but you can see we're a bit off the track. We don't have signage and all that sort of stuff. We are just a holding yard and a mechanical facility. So if you want to come out, let us know so that I can put the dogs away, and you can come anytime, just let us know so someone can be here to see you, because we don't have people on standby, and all that keeps our costs right down. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. First is it comes with 6 months Queensland rego, all your stamp duty, government transfer fees, number plate fees, rip your ride off fees, all that's included in the price. It's got a current roadworthy certificate, so you don't need to do anything there because we've already got the roadworthy certificate to register it to you. We got all the paperwork, all the forms, everything on site, and in fact we are a large dealer with Queensland Transport. And what that means is we've got the number plates and all the paperwork right here. So if you want to come and buy it on a Saturday or something, we just bang on the plates and you drive off. Easy. You don't go to Queensland Transport, we do all that for you. It's got fresh service, so there's no scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed never stolen. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. It's got this other thing, roadworthy, blah, blah. Okay, there's some other free thing, but I forget what it is. If you need help with your finance, there's a link up the top that says no deposit finance. Put your details in there and our finance fellow will come back, give you a quote. I don't know if you'll get finance for a car this cheap because they have minimum amounts that they lend, but give it a go if you're so inclined. If you want to come pay cash, you can. I would rather you paid by internet transfer or pay with a card. We've got all those facilities on site, but cash is all right too. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching. If you want it, dive on it. They don't last long, these little Corollas, especially the little autos like this, especially in such neat shape like this. They're in such good condition. Often the silver ones get a lot of the paint fade across the bonnet in that region there. This one doesn't, which tells me it's been kept inside a lot. So I'm Dean. Thanks for watching. If you want it, come and get it. And if not, give us a thumbs up or something like that. See ya.